Where's the... Oh, your stream ended already?
Maybe it ended.
Well, the Twitch is down, so I guess I have to refresh. There we go. Alright, we're good. Yeah, proceed. Allegedly.
Yeah, I remember that fight. That fight was a complete nightmare where he also completely carried his brother throughout the entirety of that fight. So anything exciting happening on your end?
No, I mean, was just doing a fucking event this weekend. So nothing too crazy. How about you?
Nope. Isn't that funny? This gets animated, but Naruto's one is PNGs.
You don't think there's something with your favoritism, do you?
No, surely not.
Naruto but Sasuke is being a prick. That's just all Naruto.
Yeah, now that I've beaten Claire Obscura, I can now go back to playing 15.
I just done finished with Peak. The volume's a little low. I can hire it.
You really think that'd be enough to vanquish him?
Can Gara control Crocodile's body with his chakra or no?
Who is she?
No, so the way Gaara's power works is he can control any sand or earth that he infuses chakra into. So by all rights, if he was to eventually infuse some of his sand into Crocodile, which shouldn't be too hard, you can make the argument that he can stalemate him. Because the only thing keeping Crocodile alive in that fight is the fact that, like, Gaara has no way to actually kill him. And the reason I say that is because thanks to Boruto, he and the other new Kage got, like, fucking disgusting upgrades. Because they were all able to fight Momoshiki.
Who'd have thought I'd be resurrected to your hands?
I've always liked this finisher. Very pretty. Now use it in the actual series.
Well, it's not an actual series technique.
No, a lot of the finishes in these games are exclusive to the games.
Are you still after Sasuke?
aren't we? He's just trying to screw with you. Okay, let's just kill him again. Suiketsu, I'm shocked. How could you be so...
Susano, flame control! Orochimaru, I know what you're thinking. Burn out! Feeling better now, Orochimaru? Had enough?
I've limbered up. Yes.
I was listening to some of the OST for Clear Obscure, and they actually had like some of the videos that translated what's being said into English.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah, but the ones that I've seen give a way new context to the songs.
Yes, you really don't need to explain all that. I've been watching him the whole time. Remember?
That's kind of what I've heard too. I haven't listened to too many of them.
And when you meet them, then what?
Oh, I was surprised to learn today that like Andy Serkis was Renoir. That actually caught me off guard. But then when I thought back to listening to his voice, it's like, no, that makes sense.
No. I'm not a child. Not anymore. I can't be a child. I need to know how it all began. I need to know who I should be. What I should be doing. I want to know everything, so I can decide what it all means for myself. I want to make my own judgments. Then I'll decide what needs to be done.
I think I quite like you now. Very well. I'll help you. Come with me.
Where to?
Oh, to a place you know very well indeed. Come, let's go.
What are you playing, Clicky?
Simulator over here. Naruto fans say Garo can seal Crocodile away. Yeah, they would just be wrong.
Actually, no, I forgot about the ceiling tags. The problem you get into is whether or not you think Naruto scales that high in speed to catch Crocodile. Then that's the problem.
Wow.
Should by Boruto. When I go for the series again, I'll make my final decision on that.
I was bored till this, bored till that.
Reaper Death Seal, release! This mask is necessary in order to use the jutsu written in that scroll. Using this calls out the Reaper, which then possesses the user. Then we can
these
release
nuts.
the things that were sealed by the Reaper.
Oh, is this how he gets his hands back, or no?
Jugo, Sasuke, Suigetsu, get ready.
Is it ever actually? Now that I ask, is it ever explained
Now, Jugo,
what happened to his or how he got his his techniques back?
So, what happened was that they basically got Orochimaru out of Anko's fucking what's it called?
they'll serve as the sacrifices to some
Curse mark. So he basically put like a curse mark on somebody else that he did like years ago before he even had his arms taken. So while this is Orochimaru, it's technically not the original. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So it's kind of like this very fucked technicality where it's just like I have somehow tripped, stumbled, and accidentally wrote myself a way that's actually like somewhat convincing out of this fucking quagmire.
In the flesh.
What's going on here?
The Reaper Death Seal.
Because the actual like Orochimaru died during the Sasuke and Itachi fight.
Yeah.
Looks like we've been brought back to life, First Hokage.
Reanimation again? Everyone seems to have no trouble using
Oh my god, I forgot the second Hokage was voiced by Malik.
Reason for this.
Based.
I simply prepared all this to grant his wishes.
My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I have some questions for you, Hokage.
What?
Uchiha, kill it.
First of all, third, why did you make my brother do what he did?
I see. So you know.
Neji versus Sasuke Chunin exams.
Everything about Itachi.
Oh, Sasuke would have won that, like, very handedly.
He killed his fellow clan members and stopped a coup. The man single-handedly prevented a war. He even installed himself in the Akatsuki as a spy after that, to keep the village safe. All under the condition that I protect you, his younger brother.
Yeah, good job on that one, asshole.
So it was really true. Now, first, I ask you. What is the village? What does it mean to be a ninja? Itachi, my brother, was prepared to protect the hidden leaf with his life, despite knowing he'd been used by the
Here isn't just a failure. Which TV show idea sounds better? Detective who is awful at his job, or courtroom while it is actively being renovated during court cases? The second one.
Detective being. What's the second one?
The second one is or a courtroom while it is actively being renovated during court cases.
Nah, the first one, because the first one can be a very funny comedy.
Revenge on the village? You think I'm just going to let you? Tobirama! Lower your hand. Fine. Well, excuse me. Well, you want to know about the village, you say? I'd be glad to tell you what you want to know, but it might take some time.
No. Please just tell the boy what he wants to know as quickly as possible. What do you mean? We're in the middle of a war here. Madara Uchiha has come back to life and is trying to destroy every last ninja in the world.
Yes, I can sense a powerful chakra presence at 2 o'clock.
The second Hokage is right. I'm picking up some intense chakra too. But it's not just that. No, I think... this feeling. Naruto, you're fighting too, aren't you?
If Madara's back, talking will have to wait. We can't afford to sit around here and do nothing.
So they sat around and did nothing.
I'm sorry, but if you want to head to the battlefield, I must insist we finish our conversation first. If you can't provide Sasuke with the answers he desires, I wouldn't put it past him to use you all to destroy the hidden leaf. Damn you, Orochimaru!
Don't worry, Orochimaru. We understand. Our first priority should be finding a way to ease up what's binding him. So, where should I begin? Well, in order to explain what a village and a ninja are, I must first explain about the two clans, the Uchiha and the Senju. We fought and fought. Both of us were at the very end.
What's wrong with your brother now?
And we both
He's just
knew
streaming
the
over there.
end had to be in sight for one of us.
He's having a good time hanging out with his friends over there in the background.
I can tell. Tell him to shut the fuck up.
I don't understand why the fuck you guys can hear him. My mic isn't that fucking good, and both of our doors are fucking closed.
Your brother just has one of those voices. It's durability negation of walls.
Bro.
You're strong, Madara. You always were. But I have to protect the village at all costs. I can't let you beat me. Got you. Take this. Not the village. Not my ninja. Take this. Too slow. Got you. Saw that coming. Take that. Take this.
Can Gios work on Dante or not? I'm not.
Which Geass? Because the Geasses all do different things. You have to be specific who's Geass.
I'm gonna say no.
If you mean Lelouch, then no, because that's just mental manipulation. That's just mental and memory manipulation.
How did Madara die when he was alive? He fought Hashirama and died in battle. But that's not technically accurate either because he didn't technically die.
Well, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Technically he died, but then used the Izanagi. That's how he lost his eye. So after Hashirama left, Madara basically came back to life by rewriting over that reality.
Then finish me. Can't do it? That is your problem, Hashirama. You're soft.
Yeah, sorry about that. That sound issue was on my end. What ended up happening was I turned something on and it was too loud.
That's when I found my resolve. My resolve to protect the village to the bitter end. I don't know how he resurrected himself now, but I buried my friend for good that day. For the sake of the village.
Who has the strongest Gios?
Which brings me to the village itself.
That's going to be up. That's going to be up to interpretation. But you can definitely make the argument that the girl from the Geass movie, who can control time, has a pretty good shot at that.
But the fact is, it created a darkness like the one that your brother Itachi bore. Perhaps Madara was right. Perhaps he saw all that coming. I'm the one who created that situation. I'm the only one who gave it the okay.
What series is Gios from? Called Gios.
Is your brother getting blown? Why is he so happy?
To achieve his goal.
I don't know. I guess he's having fun talking to his friends. Damn.
Is also shaped by what sort of goal he strives for.
To be honest, I don't know why he makes half the sounds he does.
Madara and I.
Oh, what the?
Tell him to fucking stop it.
Hold on.
Fucking.
Someone who bears
I just realized my face was on the camera. Hold on. Let's fix that real quickly. There we go.
That's what I built the village on. But Madara had a different ideal. I don't know about Madara's current resurrection. I don't know what's behind this idea of his to wipe out the world's ninja. But
infinite Tsukuyomi. Regardless of clan.
Did Lelouch's Gios work on God?
He wants to genjutsu, so he can make things happen
So
exactly as he desires.
the answer to that question is, I think, a little bit of yes and a little bit of no.
And you fought so
Because
hard to protect. He wants to
it does
destroy
work
you.
on, like, God, so to speak,
Can't afford to stay here a moment longer.
but
Now that you've heard the first Hokage's
he
explanation,
doesn't,
what do you intend to do with it?
he doesn't control God, like, the way
Turn
you would
your blade
assume.
toward the hidden leaf? Or
It's also one of those situations where it's like any of the Gyasas could probably have worked on God, because while he can give them out, that doesn't make him immune to his own abilities.
forgive me.
Because what he specifically does is he like,
I asked you to forgive me.
I guess I'd say he begs, but that's not entirely accurate.
I didn't
He,
want to pull you in.
no, yeah. He basically begs God to not do it.
Maybe you
He
could
doesn't just actively take control the way he does to everyone else.
the Uchiha clan. If I'd faced you honestly from the very beginning. If we'd told each other the truth as equals. I failed. I won't put myself above you and tell you this and that. It's too late. So this time, for once, let me tell you one small truth. It's all right if you never forgive me. But, no matter what you become, I will always love you.
I'm going into battle. The village. Itachi. I won't let it all be in vain.
Well said. Come then, there's no time to lose.
so that's the path you've chosen. Now, show me what you're capable of. Sasuke Uchiha. Your new wind.
Hello, Pim Demon. Actually, I need to get some Star Rail stuff done. What ability is better to have, Gios or Sharingan? Depends on the context.
It depends on the Gyas you
What
get.
the fuck is that fucking picture?
The look when you've been caught doing something you shouldn't be.
Why are you playing a trash game? Because Kyle likes the Naruto series.
It's also not a trash game. It's literally better than like every fucking anime fighter that has come out in like the past 9 years. Because this came out in 2016.
That's not quite the flex you think it is.
I know, but I'm basically, I know that's low hanging fruit, but let's be very clear here. That includes everything from like One Piece, fucking Bleach.
Hang on. Did you play the new Bleach game, or have you not played it yet?
Yeah, I have. It's not great gameplay wise.
It's not?
No, it's not. Like, all the characters are hard as fuck to control. It's a very overcomplicated battle system.
Kyle, all anime games suck. I'd actually like to contradict that. That is not true. It's not all anime games.
The 2D ones do a lot of good stuff. But even some of those can be, out your father. Oh, I suppose Strive would be the only good 2D one that's come out in recent years.
No, because you have Fighter Z and stuff.
Fire Z's not that good.
It's not.
Especially with how disgustingly unbalanced it is.
It was a
Yep.
pretty popular one. Okay, yes, some have perverts. Wait, that's all of them?
Yeah, like you can.
I don't want to hear it from you.
A lot of the 2D games very had your father in terms of like balancing. They've never gotten balancing right. The only 3D fighter game that's even like gotten close to being as good as the Storm series in terms of like fun is, and I know people hate to hear this, it's fucking Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse. Because those are the actual evolutions of the Tenkaichi series. I don't want to fucking hear it because the new Tenkaichi game fucking sucks and it's overcomplicated as shit. They should have just expanded upon Xenoverse. Or at least use the Xenoverse fucking like control scheme. I'm done with it. I'll be back.
Wow. Okay. I wouldn't say all the One Piece games are bad. So you think the Illuminate will return? No, I think it's more than likely we'll be attacked by the robots before we get attacked by the Illuminate again. It's probably one of the funniest things that the Chinese Helldivers fucking ended up securing the fucking win for us on Super Earth was the Illuminate, an alien species from Helldivers. They invaded the main homeworld in the game, and they just got done. We all just got done fighting them off, basically. Now, I suspect we'll probably have a search and destroy mission pretty soon for them. I'd be very surprised if we didn't like hunt down their fleet after what they did. I think we're gonna meet a second faction.
I'm back.
Unfortunately, I can't pronounce that, but I very much doubt that.
Do you remember what we talked about here when we were kids?
I assume I got some sort of negative reply to my thoughts on that.
Although at the time, I really thought you were joking.
How cold. I'm not the kind of man who makes a joke about something like that.
You really were a strange one, though. What was it now? A school for the children? A safe village for your brothers? I remember thinking that you had some pretty grand plans for a little kid.
Oh?
But they weren't bad dreams. They were the same as mine.
I can't believe Zim said Kyle sucked. Nope, never
Which
said
is
that.
why I am here with you today.
Please, you want to hear some actual blasphemy? You should see what he says to me off stream.
This village has become precious to me, and I must protect it.
So, have you thought about my Hokage idea some more?
What? You were being serious about that? I thought you were just pulling my leg.
What? No, I was being deadly serious. You would be perfect for the position. You'll be the leader of the village.
Wow, how could you say that, Zim?
Forward.
Nope.
And we'll carve a model of your face in the cliff here as an emblem of the village.
Hey, I never agreed to that. It's not my style.
It's not up to you. The more embarrassed you are, the better.
You're just trying to torture me here, aren't you?
Can COD fight games work in
It is
theory?
a fine outfit.
No.
Well, it was supposed to be yours. I still think you'd make a better Hokage than I will.
Well, it was a democratic decision. The villagers chose you. You are the Hokage.
Madara.
This stone. This stone has been passed down through generations of the Uchiha clan. It can be deciphered only by those with special eye abilities. This is as much as I can read so far. Seeking stability, there was a god who split into two halves, light and dark.
So are the two gonna kiss? Never, and that's what ultimately led to a lot of the hardship in the series.
In other words, bringing
It's actually not true. They kissed at the start of the series. It was accidental, but it did happen.
Oh. If it wasn't accidental, things would have been different.
way too. Huh? Never mind. There is no point in talking to you about it now.
What do you mean?
Hashirama, I am leaving the village. We are history.
Huh? Why?
I do not have any allies here. No one looks up to me.
But I can't do this without you. I need you as my right-hand man, as a brother. The people will soon come to see you for what you are. And when they do, you can be the second Hokage.
I should think Tobirama will be your successor. If that happens, my clan will be doomed. I have tried to warn the other Uchiha of the danger and get them to leave the village. Save your breath. I am leaving.
To be
I
fair,
have found another way.
Wait, they're just misunderstanding.
nothing he's saying is technically wrong. Like
Let
it,
us just say it comes down to how you perceive reality. Anyway.
this is a conversation between two people who aren't entirely wrong on either side.
Playground.
Hey, are you...
The thing is, as well, that this is a chopped up conversation that is longer than this in the actual manga and the anime.
Yeah.
I shall enjoy.
Like, the thing with both of them is that they're both not wrong. Madara is absolutely right to be worried, but at the same time, this game tries to make it as if he's not as sore that he wasn't chosen. But the series does go out of its way to be like, he was a little bit sore, but he does accept it.
It's Madara Uchiha. He's coming.
Well, I mean,
Really? He's come back?
I'm pretty sure that fucking
He wiped out the Vanguard unit. We sent a second and third, but we've had reports of heavy casualties.
I'm pretty sure that him not being chosen, even with Hashirama's
Madara's advance. What are we going to do?
even with Hashirama's blessing, I think just made it clear, at least to him, that the Uchiha wouldn't be accepted.
Madara, we built this place together, you and me. Why?
Well, the thing is, as well, like, out of the two of them,
Makes sense.
he's the one who's the more feared.
I can't-
Because it wasn't just the Senju that the Uchiha were fighting with, they were fighting with, like, in the Land of Fire, all of the clans were basically at war with each other at the same time.
Had the emotions of
Yeah.
already run dry? Was despair the only thing that awaited? With unspeakable pain in his heart, Hashirama Senju
challenged his friend, believing that in this deep abyss there was one last sliver of hope.
To be fair, Naruto's one of those series where one can't help but wonder if it had ran a little later, how things would have turned out.
I knew it was you, Sasuke! I knew it was you, Sasuke!
Cutting.
I thought I sensed your chakra, so I busted out of jail to come and check. How dare you betray me like that? Why, Sasuke?
Reliability, you're in the way.
Once he took you hostage, you became a burden.
He's spitting truth.
I never
I see nothing wrong.
Sorry.
You think sorry is gonna cut it after everything you put me through? You good for nothing?
I see you're as weak as always when it comes to Sasuke, Karin.
Judging from the color of her hair, she must be from the Uzumaki clan. Sure brings back memories. My wife was from that same clan.
Much as I enjoy hearing my brother reminiscing, save it for later.
Yes, you're right. We must get to the battlefield as soon as possible.
No, there's something we need to do first. We can head to the battlefield. However, I'm doubtful as to whether we should...
Hey, fuck you. We're holding the juice and we can just release it.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, if you're going to get under our feet, you should just stay away.
That's how you see us, is it?
Not you, Orochimaru.
No.
You're fine. The others...
Then why don't you put them to the test?
Would you make a video talking about your guide to power scaling? I could. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Would you rather have a nice glass of lemonade or fight 200 death claws?
Before the battle.
Do I get mods?
Join us. Let's all fight together. It's been too long.
No, but the fucking...
Understood.
Then it's
I know you people have been dead and you've just woken up and out of the loop, but
and
the short, broody one
what you can
is the strongest here.
Nope. Death claws are creatures from Fallout.
Karin's a healer. You men are the combat specialists, aren't you?
White claws must be the healers.
Where is this test to take place? Surely not here.
Don't be ridiculous. We'll go to the place Hashirama and I used to use for training.
Ah, yes. We shouldn't be disturbed here. Good.
So, the three of us have decided to test your strength as fighters. If you fail to impress us...
Save the explanation.
So even if we do fail and you leave, what's stopping us from just coming to the battlefield?
Taunting them.
Nothing. Orochimaru spitting facts?
We
No?
don't have much
No.
time.
Then I'd rather have the nice glass of lemonade.
Oh, impressive. He's covering himself perfectly. This should be fun.
Let's go. Inferno style. Susanoo flame control. Burnout.
I don't need to remind you.
What's the matter, Lord Hashirama?
Try taking. What's the matter, Lord Hashirama?
Time to start. Oh, fight.
Time to inspect your power. Let's go.
Who's the guy with white hair? Toriyama. Nerd Dusk, if you don't know anyone, go watch Naruto. Honestly, it might not be a bad idea. It's usually a good series.
What going on?
Red Dusk unfortunately doesn't know any of the characters. Naruto's usually considered a popular series.
We're actually not being murdered?
So, now then,
Seems so.
let's see what you've
Now
got.
then, let's see what you've got.
This
This seems kind of scary.
Wooden dragon jutsu.
So this fight never happens in the actual story, I'm assuming, right?
Having a bit of a blank.
Wooden dragon jutsu.
I don't think it does. Well, when it comes to series, especially like scaling, I'm good for like a year, and then I have to go back for a series and refresh myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, I know the high-profile character Printing Man. Tobirama isn't exactly a high-profile character in Naruto. He actually is. It's one of those
He's actually
situations.
very strong. He's got a lot of good scaling too.
Now's the time.
Oh, I can't kick them out of their awakened form.
Now's the time. I'm impressed they managed to hold their own against us for this long. They're quite
Still part of the main cast.
Too early to judge. You've got to push them right to the brink.
Wooden dragon jutsu. Couldn't quite finish it.
What are you playing around
Style.
for?
Water shockwave.
Water style. Water shockwave.
See, it would be neat.
I knew it'd be me.
Forever. Jugo.
Be able to
Got
hold
it.
on forever. Hugo, got it.
You know who else is a part of the main series? Madara, lol. Yeah, but Madara was just insanely popular.
Style. Wood expulsion jutsu.
Wood style. Wood expulsion jutsu.
Now, what will it be?
Now, what will it be?
I'll take shit that never could happen for 5,000.
Sasuke, no, you murdered the first Hokage.
So is Toriyama, he's also very popular for being racist. He is very popular for being racist. It's actually his most defining feature.
Yes, that will do.
So, how do we do?
I imagine Madara will be surprised to see such powerful ninja arrive.
In other words?
I suppose. This means you passed.
Yes. I admit that you're stronger than I imagined.
Whoa.
Now then, the other group is waiting. Back to the village.
One of those scenarios where it's like, let's be clear here. You weren't testing us. You guys were bored.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
How did they do?
Oh yes, excellent. We'll all be heading straight to the battlefield.
I still say, like, the one plot hole in this series that I'll never fucking understand is why they never just have, like, a sentinel of, like, revived Hokages just at the helm.
I'll be able to see my son at last.
Just have them, like, fucking float around the village. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm bringing a big present.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's literally no reason for it besides from, like a moral argument of, like, you should just let the dead leave, but it's like, why?
But I can't deny that I'm excited about seeing my old friend again. There's always fighting in this world. But this is going to be the last war. To battle!
That's what they all say.
So Kyle, Draco Bakugan video when? Toy Ramos sounds like Tagger from Blaze Blue. Might be the same voice actor.
Whenever I get around to getting all the footage for the scans for Bakugan, that's when that video will come out.
And then Boruto happened. To be fair, I don't think a war has happened in Boruto.
No war, just very light skirmishes. Not against other villages, just against, fucking alien parasites and trees. Trees now.
Yeah.
For the sake of the ninja world, some run together through darkness, while two men gaze at the future. In the next chapter, the United Front.
Sakura, Sasuke, let's go!
Right, because the entire game is just basically the war arc, right?
It's the last portion of the war that goes until the end of the series.
Is the Hidden Leaf Village even 100 years old? No, it's actually like 40. No, it's like 8.
No, it's over 100.
No, because Hiruzen...
Yes.
How old is Hiruzen?
Like 80.
Yeah. He was
He was a child. He was a child in the Hidden Leaf.
Nah, bro, I'm pretty sure the Hidden Leaf Village is
No.
over 100.
He was a fucking child who was taught by Tobirama and Hashirama at the school.
Okay, so
He was a child.
How old is the fucking particle style guy then?
Which one?
The original one, the one that fucking
Moo?
the fucking fence sitter, the old man, not the fucking reincarnated one. Yeah.
Like 90. Like 90.
Okay, then because he was alive before the village came around. I'm just gonna look this up. Why the fuck are we even arguing this?
Did we make it in time?
Yeah. Perfect timing, Dad.
Minato, fast as usual, I see.
Oh, there's it. I need to get more water. I'll be back.
Faster teleporter than even myself.
Okay. Time to begin, everyone.
What? The Hokage? But how?
Some Naruto fans say One Piece characters only aim target lasers and light speed attacks with use haki, but no one in One Piece is light speed.
You really are.
Yeah, they're the 4 Hokage we know and love.
Yeah, no, that's just wrong.
I never thought even you'd come back to life. I'm so happy. Hashirama!
I'll deal with you later. First, we'll stop the Ten Tails.
Naruto,
Did you get an answer?
you did well. Take a quick
I guess they never actually give a direct answer, at least because it doesn't pop up right away.
What? That looks just like Naruto's.
Hang on.
Believe it, but it looks like even Minato.
See? See? My dad's awesome!
I know that even better than you do. He's the man who split me apart and sealed me after all.
Hokage, it's time to move.
It does not have a confirmed age, so fans speculate how old it is.
Formation. And now for me to add a little extra. Sage art, gracious deity gates.
Naruto, you literally only know two of them. One is only in your memories. Yeah, but One Piece characters don't always aim dodge for lightning. That are for light attacks. That's wrong. And there are multiple attacks that are stated to be at light speed.
Took you long enough.
Who the fuck is downplaying One Piece speed?
Apparently, Naruto fans.
No. Like it. Not no to them doing it, just like no. Like you can make arguments that One Piece, especially like Luffy and all that, have been light speed since the Foxy fight.
Why are you here, Sasuke?
Sakura, please try to keep your fucking in your pants.
But I've decided to protect the hidden leaf. And I am going to become the Hokage. I don't care how you people feel about me.
The previous Kage are the ones who created
The previous Kage are the ones who created this situation.
That's why I need to become the Hokage.
That's why I need to become the Hokage and change the village.
Simply becoming Hokage won't make everyone accept you.
What gets you?
Everyone's acceptance is what gets you there.
I'm leaving Sasuke to you.
I'm leaving Sasuke up to you.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
I'm the one who's gonna become the Hokage.
I'm the one who's gonna become the Hokage.
If you all admire me.
I'm happy that you all admire the position of Hokage, but you all need to hurry up. Now's the time to charge your chakra. We're going to crush it with a team attack.
Yeah.
I do like that because like the implication from Hashirama in the anime and I think in the manga too is that he didn't really expect the village to survive all that long.
But that's all over
This day
now.
forward.
And from this day forward.
Okay. Sakura?
Do you think I'm a weak woman who'll never...
Do you think I'm a weak woman who'll never be able to attack
I
them?
mean, you're an ant standing next to gods.
Yeah! Team 7 is finally back from the dead! Sakura, Sasuke, let's go!
Okay.
They'll just say like, I finally caught up to them. Yeah, let's sure.
Sure, you. Whatever makes you feel better.
Shinobi, unleash all of your power. Annihilate it.
Let's go!
Yes, you're a weak Sakura because you're a woman. Damn. That's probably what the writer of Naruto decided.
Clones!
In that case...
Naruto's one of those funny series that has people constantly rag on it for how it portrays female characters.
How do you always manage to get yourself caught up in...
I'm going to be very clear. I don't want to hear that from like a lot of people in the series that they like, because a lot of the series that they like don't do any better.
Stay in the kitchen, Pinky. Damn, what the fuck is that?
Fly towards us!
Fly towards us!
Get out of the way!
Damakichi!
We're taking on the Ten Tails, but it looks like things are going well so far.
It isn't just us. Every member of the Alliance is doing their best, too.
Yeah.
Only idiots stay here and fight the entire army. It's not required.
Bruh.
What the?
That's just ridiculously.
That's just ridiculously big.
I'll punch it right in two. Right, Oda?
You can take him right out.
Of course, Lord Sasuke.
Of course, Lord Sasuke.
That's it!
Yes, that's it!
Suyu,
Lady Katsuyu,
please assist me.
please assist me.
He's so tough!
He's so tough.
Giving up already, Naruto?
Giving up already, Naruto?
Yeah, right, Sasuke!
Yeah, right, Sasuke.
I'm just getting started!
There is some feedback of the audio on your mic, which is kind of weird. Also, this fight never happened in the manga.
Not this one, but they did summon.
Yes.
Because this is them running up to the Ten Tails. But this fight of fighting the clone does not happen.
This game, you can tell the creators had a lot of fun. There's no way that didn't hit you. You can tell they had a lot of fun with these sections. They had a lot of basic variety.
Lord Sasuke. And charge in all the way to the host. You're ready, right? Yes, sir.
You're ready, right? Yes, sir.
Focus on what I can do. All of my strength. Let's go!
Naruto fans say if you use pre-time skip light feed for Luffy, and me, Naruto fan, can use Haku light speed feed in Databook 2 for Naruto. That's not how it works.
Thank you.
So, that's not how it works, because just because you use evidence from one series doesn't mean you have to accept similar evidence for another, because they might not be one-to-one. Because if the evidence can speak for itself and the evidence is solid, you would never have to do something like that. Are you playing Naruto or Ratchet and Clank? Yes.
It's a weird frog gun. This is way prettier and way better than what it was in the fucking anime, in the manga.
Hey, where's the attack from the girl who said she wouldn't stay behind anymore? Oh, there isn't one? Man, Tantail looks like he's not having a good day.
When it comes to the Haku feat, I need to suss something out by going through Naruto again, and then I can get back to you on whether or not a theory I have works, and then I can start actually like getting concrete numbers on speed. I've already told Zim what it is, but I want to see for myself if it eventuates.
Yes, cry, useless trash. I mean, technically, if you take Boruto into account, I think she actually outscales the War Arc versions of these characters.
She would whoop the dog shit out of Madara.
It's about time.
Now, this is one thing that I'll say, like, while this was a nightmare to try and get as manga accurate as humanly possible, this fight in the anime fucking rules and shits all over the manga's version of the fight.
You saw yourself in him and drew out his words, listening to them as if they were your own. You want to be denied.
Like, there's an entire anime episode dedicated to this fight, while in the manga it's like 13 pages, I think, or 14.
It's because I know exactly how Naruto feels deep down that I want to hear it all and deny it all. And one more thing. It's presumptuous for you to feel any guilt toward me.
Oh, speaking of things, have you seen what live action Chopper looks like?
Yep.
Ooh, I don't know how to feel about that. But then again, Chopper was always going to be one of those characters that's going to be very hard.
Yeah. No, I think it was fine.
She was kidnapped by the Mist, who forced her to become a Jinchuriki for the
There's literally no way to do Chopper in live action where he's not going to look off-putting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rin chose to die by your hand.
You knew that. So then
I think the person... I don't think they'll ever get that far, but you know who would be a fucking nightmare for them to do?
Any fucking Logia?
No, this season we're about to see, because I'm pretty sure they're going to try and fit the entirety of the Alabasta saga into this season. No, the person that's going to be the biggest pain in the ass if they ever make it to the time skip, post-time skip, Frankie.
I guarantee they're just gonna give him like robot arms and that's it.
They're not going to increase his size ever.
Not having real friends in your heart is the most painful thing of all. Right now, you're actually trying to erase the real Rin.
Kakashi, I'm completely empty now. There's nothing but a void in my heart now. I don't feel pain anymore.
Is that why you're trying to fill that hole with your own delusions? You really think that stuff is actually going to fill it?
But how else would I fill it in this world?
Obito. Holes of the heart are for other people to fill.
Nothing but idealistic nonsense. Only when one truly abandons reality and the feelings of their friends do they find real happiness.
Any ninja that breaks the rules sullies their name. But someone who doesn't care about their friends is even worse. And someone who doesn't care about their friends' feelings is the worst of all.
So Zim, that last line's you.
Nope.
So what if
I don't want to hear that from you. That's you.
How could trash like you fix trash
I-
like me?
I care about people, my friends' opinions.
You have nothing feelings. You're worse than trash.
I care about your feelings.
No, you don't. You don't care about anyone's feelings. You don't even care about your own dad's feelings. The only thing these feelings you care about is that dog of yours.
Okay then, Shinobi sparring.
And even then, that one's kind of debatable. I've heard the way you talk to him.
Well, you shouldn't sit in my spot.
I can't wait for them to do Foxy in season 4.
I mean, if we go by the poster, then they've already got like somebody lined up. But at the same time, like maybe Don Krieg. We'll see.
I care about Sabaton and Yuhin. You all suck. Damn.
So simple-minded.
So simple-minded.
It's inside my dream.
Rain is inside my dream.
It's enough for me.
That's enough.
You should be able to understand how wrong you are.
Be able to understand how wrong you are.
I better not die here, game.
What fight are you losing to?
Nah, I'm about to perform the trial to become the heir in Amphorius for the Time Titan. I better get cool Titan powers from this game. If I fucking die, I'm gonna be pissed.
This is all I can do now.
How's this fight going on? They're somewhere else.
They're in the Kamui dimension. Which, thanks to Storm Connections, we actually got confirmation that the dimension was created by Obito. But we don't know its size, so it means nothing. If the day ever comes we get its fucking size, we'll fucking have something to go off.
Aren't they both dead? No. Lads, I'm kind of in a pickle here, and I kind of need your writing advice. I want to introduce an element that goes in a mystery of my series, but it wouldn't be tackled super deep until later on. Should I put it in now or save it for later? It's always good to offer a little setup early on.
Either hint at it, or have one showing of it, but then don't elaborate until you're ready.
Naruto versus Goku, since we accept you need Naruto now.
Goku's faster.
Fine. You can win this one. But I'm still going to win the war.
From what I understand, Obito's defeat by Kakashi's a little weird.
Was planned.
Well, no. What the plan was to break the mark. No one, from what I remember, is that it's never confirmed that his plan was to lose.
No, so his plan was to get Kakashi to do the lightning blade so he could have the lightning blade stab his heart to destroy the mark.
Yes.
And then he was going to absorb the Ten Tails and fuck over Madara.
Yes.
Because he knew the entire time that Madara was using him for the Sage Art of Rebirth. That's why he was very pissed off when Nagato died, because he was just like, I was kind of hoping you would have taken that place for me.
Yes, I understand that. But from what I remember about the discourse, him losing the Kakashi in that fight was not a part of the plan necessarily. That was actually a case of where he was trying to fight Kakashi and he just ended up losing.
Sensei.
I've just been stabbed through the heart and then slashed in the chest by my teacher. I am not having the best of days.
So, Records of Ragnarok Season 3 coming soon?
It is.
Oh, yeah. You read the newest chapter with Loki?
I have not, because the site that I use is down for maintenance.
The flying Raijin mark never disappears. I never taught you that, Obito. Why? Well, that was quick. Now we just need to seal Madara, and the war will end.
When is Obito gonna fight? Right now, probably. What are the Hokages doing right now? Being useless.
Do your best, Obito.
Hey, don't do that.
Always be cheering you on.
Well, new chapter Record of Ragnarok. Did they confirm Loki's a simp? Yeah, 100%.
They confirmed that a while ago.
That was never in doubt.
You really thought that was it? My traitorous comrades.
Yeah, no, basically, Thor is confirmed in the most recent chapter to be
Be careful, Sasuke.
a head god.
He shook off Madara's control.
I'm sorry, is that Lubu upgrades I'm hearing?
Apparently, yeah. Because according to at least according to the current translation we have, it's not the official one, it's the current one. The text specifically says that Thor and Odin are like...
The official translation is still up to the Emperor versus Hades.
Well, according to the scanlation, it refers to Thor and Odin as the, what's the term they use in Record of Ragnarok for Hades and them?
Do you mean Pantheon leader, or do you mean like a primordial, like Odin?
No, like chief god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it refers to both Odin and Thor as chief gods. So that's technically upscaling for the entire Norse pantheon.
Well, not the Norse Pantheon. It's definitely for Thor and definitely for Lubu.
Well, no, because that would include Loki too.
Why?
Because not only does the chapter refer to him as having incredible power and being comparable, but every statement about him since the fight started at least has him comparable to the others.
Has it?
He also doesn't seem to be afraid about fighting Zeus at any point, which granted you could argue isn't really a factor for the gods, since like they all have the same personality. Did you read Record of Ragnarok's Apocalypse of the Gods? Kinda. How's the battle across space and time? They're still in the valley? Don't question it.
Well, no, they're not, because the Kamui dimension is a different space-time dimension. It's called a space-time dimension. I think it's this fight onwards they start animating everything. Maybe don't hold me to that 100% yet.
Chapter 103 says Loki's as strong as Odin and Thor.
Oh. That will do it. Then shit, that just leaves what? Beelzebub and I guess Butter and Zero Fuku as like the bottom tiers now.
This is bad.
So it would be Apollo.
It'd be Apollo,
The Swordsmaster who fought what's his face.
Poseidon.
No, at this point, it just makes it clear that the main guys of a pantheon are all comparable to each other. No, you're delusional at this point. If fucking Odin, if both Odin, Thor, and Loki are all on the same level, with Thor being considered a chief god, there's no way Poseidon's not in the same fucking category. He's literally in the top 3 of the Greek pantheon. No, get out of here. The intent's clear. But, I mean, if you want to wait for a guidebook statement to confirm he's on par with Zeus, go for it. But at this point, it's clear he's at least on par with base Zeus.
Understood.
Whatever happened to you translating the fucking anime guidebook?
I did start that.
Yeah, you did, but you never finished it.
I got busy. So Simu kills Loki. Does that mean he's stronger than Odin and Thor too? No, he just has a weapon that can kill them.
Well, even just by factor of his weapon alone, like, would just put him on that fucking tier.
Necessarily.
Not necessarily.
People both thinking, praying, and failing. Happiness is what comes after all that.
But what if your failure causes you to lose something you could never regain? People regret things and wish they could do them over again, but they can't. Failure is not allowed in this world.
Sorry, he's seeing something different from your reality. There's no use in arguing.
I never thought of this. The Hokage who carries the village on his shoulders.
Kyle, can you hear the echo of the game in the stream? Yeah, it's picking up his mic. Oh yeah, Loki can carry Mjolnir.
He's even stronger than I imagined. This feeling, there's no mistaking it.
What?
What?
Oh, there we go.
I see. Since the Ten Tails is inside me, I can't weave my way through. That's no problem, though.
He took that many attacks, and he's still unscathed.
The dead have no right to talk about the future. You should simply... go back to sleep in the past.
Hello, Melissa.
What was that?
That black ball on his back. He made that black ball on his back explode in size.
Relax. The second?
The ones that got hit were all clones. The ones that got hit were all clones.
Oh, right. I forgot.
But that guy, he's dangerous.
Right now, I have the same power as the founder of Shinobi. I'm incomparable to anything you've experienced.
Obito, I thought you wanted to become the Hokage. Why did you end up like this?
You're trying to preach to me at this stage of the game. Don't you feel it's a bit too late, Sensei? You're always too late when it counts the most. I'm glad my master was the Hokage. Thanks to that, I was able to give up on becoming one.
He's right. If I had only noticed that was Obito back then, I might have been able to stop him. The shinobi world might not have ended up like this.
You were my master, yet you didn't even notice it was me. That's the hard truth. In the end, the path you walked was nothing but a total failure.
You weren't even able to become one. What gives you the right to make fun of a Hokage? And he became the Hokage.
Don't you dare make fun of him.
Don't you dare make fun of him. It's all right.
You know what the truth is.
I know what the truth is.
More than anyone from the Hidden Leaf.
More than anyone from the Hidden Leaf. More than anyone in the world. More than Obito.
Damn! So I was dead the whole time! Wow. Our teammates fucking suck if a dead person's doing better than them.
Let's go. Dad.
So it turns out the reason why Siegfried is in jail is because he killed the dragon, however it was actually Loki as Siegfried. Yes. Do Simu's range attack counter Thor very badly or not? It would. 5 Kage during the 4 Shinobi Naruto War versus the Admirals from One Piece. So the war arc is...
Can you repeat that? Because I only got bits and pieces of that. Who they want?
The Admirals versus the war arc Hokages.
The only one that's going to be really putting any numbers in would be probably just Hashirama. Because the problem you have is that, like, none of them can really do anything to the Admirals because they don't really have a way to fuck over, like, elements.
Not the Hokages, the 5 Kages? Yeah. The Kages are the Hokages. Oh, right. No, the 5 Kages. Oh, you mean... What the fuck? Why the fuck would you be asking about them? They're fucking trash.
Well, you also have to, like, kind of be more specific. Are you talking... They did specify during the war, right?
Yeah, they said during the war. So probably the ones that tried to jump Madara.
It doesn't matter how much you recover.
Unless
I'm
gonna give Gaara, like, Boruto scaling, I don't see them winning.
I did not try to jump Madara. Yeah, Siegfried's in jail because of Loki, and Odin is really fucking bad at his job.
Stay out of the way, Madara. But at this point, there is something I must do. What? I need to take a little more of you. I suppose I owe Tobirama a compliment. What are you talking about? What's that? It is only thanks to him creating the reanimation jutsu that I am able to have a serious battle with you. Otherwise, this would have never happened. Too weak. Unlike the current 5 Kage Hashirama, I knew you would be able to entertain me. Have you seen how much weaker people are compared to our generation? People yearn for different things now. Power isn't everything. In the end, power is what changes things. Naive as We're dead men. Stop trying to interfere with the present.
Dead men. I have been patiently preparing for this time to come for a very long time. This event exists for me. I am the center of the world. Anything but dead. This is entertaining.
This is entertaining, he says. He fucking immediately goes to his most powerful fucking form.
Now's the time. Now's the time. It's no.
Well, you are
Take this.
You used to stand ahead of me.
Sit still.
Now it is your turn.
I'm pretty sure Susanoo is much bigger than that. They control the size of the Susanoo.
Shinzu Senju. Summit Enlightenment. I won't allow you to tamper with the world any longer. I should have known you would.
Now it truly feels like a battle with you.
Kyle, how much longer are you going to be streaming tonight?
Reanimated.
I'll probably call it a little earlier today. If this is the end of the mission, we'll probably call it here. Just because freaking, I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night.
What are you really after?
Fine.
I'm going to go now. See ya. There's some demon.
An old story.
Do you think Simu so far in a fight can beat half of the fighters or not? He definitely beat some of them.
Divine tree?
Long ago, before people even had any concept of chakra, and just kept fighting with each other over and over. But the divine tree never took part in the battles. It was merely worshipped by them as a sacred pillar. One day, the divine tree bore a fruit that only appeared once every 1,000 years. Tradition said that no one was ever supposed to touch it. The princess decided to eat it in order to achieve victory on the battlefield.
Again, look.
Her name was Kaguya Otsutsuki. She became the first person ever to possess chakra. Kaguya gave birth to a child.
Sorry about that. Can you clear something up for me, Zim? What is it, Kaizo?
His name was Hagoromo Otsutsuki. He taught people about chakra and became the founder of Shinobi. He was also known as the Sage of the Six Paths. Do you need me to explain what happened afterwards to the person who took the forbidden fruit in order to stop the war? Ever since someone reached out their hand to take that fruit.
By going on, Wamada is telling there were civilizations for ninjas, and from the mural you can see the Chinese soldiers in the manga. You can also see Greek soldiers too. So how exactly do we know that Majin form is Dante's demon side? The translation in Japanese has it the same name as Cindy T, Shin Majin form.
Would you not also agree that moving into a world that can be remade through genjutsu?
Basically the way it works is that the fucking Majin Devil Trigger is just supposed to be his true demonic form.
It's just a little different. What do you mean? I would be a fool to explain it all right here. There is one thing I can say. Obito will not be the one to complete it. I will.
Why? Why did you end up like this?
My own way of life. No one has any right to order me around. I might as well give it to you straight. That dream time we shared when we could discuss the future together is over. For now, let us just enjoy this moment.
I think we just know the translation. And there's a few more detail in the guidebooks for it.
Are we continuing, or is that it?
No, we'll call it there for a day. Because I didn't get enough sleep last night. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on next streamer video. Was one argument to use to say Pinnacle Combat contributes to DMC scaling. It's an I think they called it an orthodoxical sequel to DMC3. It's that simple. It's an officially licensed game. Most fucking scalers are more than happy to use mobile games nowadays for shit anyways. But
Yeah, just not for DMC.
of course not. But yeah, so take care, everybody. I'm going to try and catch some Z's, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.